Hey guys, what's up? This is my second video on my book reading progress. Currently I'm on, let's see, 72, page 72. I've just finished part 2, and basically I'm gonna share some thumbnails. Alright, so last time we talked about the standard of performance. This time, Bill Walsh introduced me to his way of organizing his team, deeper into his fundamentals. So he would first, I would say, literally fire the negative impact of his team. He matters culture a lot because the culture of a team determines how the team acts in general. So yeah, that was one of the big things he mentioned. Let's see. Yeah, a thumbnail is you bring on failure by reacting in an inappropriate manner to pressure or adversity. Your version of scripting helps ensure that you will offer the appropriate response in a professional manner, that you will act like a leader. Okay, this is actually another one. This is not like only talking about the culture part. But yeah, the culture part is in the 60 page 60s to 70s. But yeah, let's see. I mean, in the late 60s, he talked about how he's solving the problem for the team by subtracting those negative people. This is his way of solving it because the 49ers were very toxic, and I think that's very important too to my team. It was hard. It's definitely hard to do, but he ended up putting the puzzles together to make the one of the best teams in NFL history. He recruited players that wanted the positive progress for the team, and yeah, people like Joe Montana, Jack, and all of those people that he mentioned. They were like the football people. But yeah, I'll definitely see those names appear. And he also talked one of the coaches, like the assistant coach Mike White, talked about how people like Marv Levi didn't see the brilliance of Bill. Bill was really engaged, motivated to introduce some offensive plays, even though he was just a defense assistant in his previous in a team California, University of California, Berkeley. But yeah, he was very just motivated for this sport. He was very prepared and stuff. Yeah, we talked about that. And then okay, second thing. Let's go to the second thing. I've been talking too much on the first thing. Second thing is that uh you just gotta know how to assess your team in different measures or numbers. You cannot only determine things through how many wins, how many losses. You want to find the treasurable part in the ruins, even though sometimes things might be tough. You want to see the good things, the positive things that that helps with supportive mindset, or let's say growth mindset. So for instance, uh, all personnel must recognize that your organization is adaptive and dynamic. And also, yeah. Oh, what was that? I talked about how a team, you should look at a team's good things, right? And also he really likes scripting. I know it's not connected, but okay, it's the things that I've read. So okay, the second, let me just be clear with myself. Oh, what am I thinking right now? So the second thing is you just gotta be, you just gotta look on the positive side and know some better ways to assess the team. For instance, his team during his season, lost 10 out of 16 games. He only won 6. It was really bad just looking at the win and losses. However, he talked about some positive data. For instance, they all those losses were very close games, and they were definitely better from their previous season. Their previous season was 2-14. So yeah, that was definitely better. And he said that he was building a better team, in which he expected to win a Super Bowl 2 to 3 years in the future. However, he won a Super Bowl 13 months later. He's very proud of that. But yeah, that's really good because he won the Super Bowl like earlier than he thought. And that's because of his standard and performance and his team organizational skills and stuff. So yeah, he's a really tough guy. Okay. And the thing that I was like interrupting with was his way of wait, his way of scripting. Yes, scripting. So he does everything beforehand. He imagines all the plays possible, so that when he gets on the court, when he gets on the field, nothing is like made at the moment. None of his decisions is made in the moment, so that he has everything planned. He knows what to put out. He has it in his toolbox. Like every time when he meets any kind of situation, he would just like carry out that thing that he has planned. Nothing is like out of plan. So he tries to do that like to the best level, to the top level. All right. And then let's go to some other thumbnails. Some lessons of Bill Walsh's offense. This was something that I thumbnailed. Success doesn't care which road you take to get to its doorstep. It's really good. You just don't have to care when you're like locking in, when you're just grinding. Don't just you don't have to care the road you take to get to the doorstep. And also be bold. Remove fear of the unknown. Most of the times, like you feel like you are scared of doing something, but actually it's not that scary. Like at the end of the day, it is what it is, and you just have to do your best and lock in on your stuff. Okay, and then third is desperation should not drive innovation. Yeah, this connects back to his point of scripting. So you shouldn't like always do the best things during desperation, like during times of desperation, because that is very inefficient. If you plan like early, like those situations, early than your games, you'll prevent those desperation moments. So yeah, desperation should not drive innovation. Instead, you should prepare the innovations prior to your moment, or if that makes sense. Yeah. And also just make the most of what you've got. All right. So, and also that connects to the point of looking at the positive side. Don't look at the desperation, like depressing side. Seek innovation from those given limitations or something like that. Okay. And also, don't cling to the past. Bill Walsh literally invented a new way of playing football, and his way of playing football is short passes, as I know of, like just reading this book. Like in his previous team, he told the players to like pass. He used the advantages of the player, like of the player that is limited to only short like passes. That player cannot throw like long passes, so that's why he needed to look at like the positive side, and which surprisingly he created a new way of playing football. Yeah, he's a smart ass. He's really good. I mean, who can deny that? But like, yeah, that was some evidence that you just look at this person. Oh, he deserved it. So yeah, look at the positive side, or you gotta look at the rainbows when it's still raining. I guess I don't know. You want to anticipate something that's good, and make the most out of what you've got. All right. Also, fourth point is be obsessive in looking for the upside and downside. That's what I've been just talking about. All right. Ton of players he introduced. I don't know. I might look at some like football footages after this, or like just first understand how football works, and then getting into the people. I know Joe Montana is at least a white guy. I searched him up. All right. Let's see. Another thumbnail is let's see. I counted in Oh yeah. So he will come to see that the intense pressure and confusion of the game could cloud his mind, and he will start swinging at shadows. That's what he want to prevent. So contingency planning cleared away the clouds and removed the shadows. That was really good. Yeah, what I've been just talking about, scripting. Really, really good. Yeah, I'll do that in my life too. Schedule all those stuff. Alright, so I think that's pretty much it for my thumbnails, and yeah, it's been a pretty good read. I'll keep on reading it, and I'll share with you my progress in another video. Alright, that's it for this video, and yeah, I'll see you.